Well, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Listen, you guys, this next story we're about to talk about. Can you imagine making $8 million for just 1 year of service to a company? That company being Kroger? Can you imagine? Well, there's a gentleman who's estimated right now to be on his way to possibly being that person. I'm going to bring up this next story here. Kroger's newest interim CEO is about to make shocking headways with his 1 year term and estimated income of over $8 million. Stay right here. I got this story coming up. All right, so the gentleman you see on the screen here, you guys, is Kroger's newest interim CEO. Now, many of you who've been watching the news, you understand that the other CEO that they had to leave Kroger, you guys. There was some stuff that happened, some inappropriate behavior, as Kroger and others are stating. We really don't have the full details as to what those inappropriate behaviors are, but we do know this: they did not fall in line with the guidelines that Kroger wants in their company. So the other gentleman is no longer with Kroger. Listen, he made a lot of money too. But this gentleman on the screen here, you guys, the amount of money that he's expected to be receiving from Kroger for just 1 year, to the tune of approximately $8 million. I got the story, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So this story is coming from USA Today. This is on March 31st, 2025. And it said this, you guys. It said, Kroger's interim CEO, Ron Sargent, this is Ron Sargent up here on the screen, to receive 4.4 million via SEC filing. Now, that's not all. There's more. Okay. It also says this: longtime Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen has resigned after an internal investigation found that his personal conduct was inconsistent with the company's ethics policies. Kroger's new interim CEO, Ron Sargent, is getting paid an annual salary of nearly $4.4 million and given a 3.9 million stock grant as the supermarket giant looks for permanent CEO, according to a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Sargent's stock grant of nearly 61,000 restricted shares will vest in 1 year, according to the filing. The filing suggests Sargent could make more than $8 million in a year. But the company is conducting a national search for his replacement, which Sargent said would include both internal and external candidates. The company hasn't provided a long time for finding a new leader yet. But it also goes on to say Sargent, who's 69, a board member and former CEO of office retail giant Staples, was tapped to lead the Cincinnati-based grocer after former CEO Rodney McMullen resigned following an internal ethics investigation that found his conduct was inconsistent with Kroger's policy on business ethics. It also says Kroger has offered few details on McMullen's abrupt exit. The grocer disclosed what McMullen did not do. The company said McMullen's conduct did not affect the company's accounting or involve mishandling of day-to-day business or involve questionable conduct with a subordinate, Kroger's policy on business ethics. Otherwise counsels employees to follow laws and regulations and avoid conflicts of interest. The leadership switch comes as Kroger and the supermarket industry face multiple challenges, including the aftermath of its aborted Albertsons takeover bid and the subsequent lawsuit by Albertsons accusing Kroger of botching regulatory approval of the deal. Another lawsuit by CNS Wholesale Food that was supposed to buy nearly 600 stores as part of the merger also continued inflation that weighs on consumers and dampens sales in 2024. You guys, this is a lot. It also says that Kroger operates more than 2,700 stores in 35 states and the District of Columbia, including 76 in Greater Cincinnati. The retailer operates stores under the Kroger banner name as well as Fred Meyer, Ralph's, Harris Teeter, Pick and Save, Dillon's, King Soopers, Mariano's, Fry's, QFC, and others. Oh my goodness, you guys. So this is a big, big deal. So this new gentleman, Mr. Sargent, is taking the place of Mr. McMullen because, listen, somebody's got to do the work. But Sargent is not going to be there forever, you guys. Kroger is looking for the next CEO to run their company. They said they're not only going to be looking for people outside of Kroger to hire, but they're going to be looking at candidates that are possibly right inside Kroger's own establishment and corporation right now. Now, my thing to you is, are any of y'all inside Kroger or outside Kroger ready for that CEO position? It's up. Let's go out and get it. Who's going to be the next CEO of Kroger? And my question is, will you also be in that $8 million bracket? Well, if you're not, it's okay because it appears that Kroger is paying their CEOs very well. I'm interested to find out who's going to be the next CEO and how much money are they going to make. Woo! Kroger, you got some good pay there. I wonder if I could do that interim CEO position. Let me start looking up what CEOs do at Kroger. Let me start. I might can do it. I got a financial background. Y'all let me know. Let's keep this conversation going. Do you think this $8 million pay is sufficient? Let me know your thoughts on this. And are you a shopper contributing to Kroger? I know I am. I know I am. I had no idea Kroger was paying their people like this. But just goes to show you just never know what the money looked like until somebody shows you. Y'all continue this conversation in the comments section. I love to hear from y'all. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe today. We love talking about good money over here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Big numbers, big stories. I'll see y'all on the very next one. Hit that subscribe button.